welcome to the session for today, Cartooning the Politics of Everyday with Manix Abrera and Dione Kong. So today's session looks at the rising popularity of a new genre of comics among young creators, works that document lived realities, whether seemingly ordinary or profoundly extraordinary. Our speakers for today, Dione Kong and Manix Abrera. Dione will be speaking first. I would like to introduce or give a little bit of background about her. She is an illustrator and comics creator based in Metro Manila. She has a degree in animation, loves visual storytelling, and has illustrated several children's books, like Kokak, written by Maloy Malibiran Salumbides and published by Room to Read. Dad's Cab, written by Joseph de Guzman and published by Scholastic Incorporated. And Kazump, written by Danny Obilio and published by A Tree in Bani. She's also the author and illustrator of My Ghost, Where'd You Go? Her first graphic literature, published by Anino Comics. She aims to capture beauty and emotions through her drawings and resonate with the readers through her stories. Our next speaker will be Manuel Luis Manix Abrera. He is a celebrated visual artist and the trailblazer in the Filipino comic book industry, dedicating over 25 years to mastering the art of comics. As the creator of Kiko Machine Comics, Kiko Machine. I thought it was Filipino. So, Kiko Machine Comics, a long-running daily strip in the Philippine Daily Inquirer and News Hardcore, a widely followed web comic. He has captivated readers with his distinctive art style, witty plot twists, and deeply relatable stories. His ability to convey compelling narratives through visuals has been recognized with 3 National Book Awards, 14 published in 2015, News Hardcore, Hukbong Sandatahan ng Kahagardan, published in 2016, and Kiko Machine Comics Volume 14, Alaala ng Kinabukasan, published in 2019, with several other works named as finalists. His wordless graphic novels, 12 and 14, have also received international acclaim, leading to their publication by the US-based publisher Ablaze. And let us please welcome Dione Kong and Manix Abrera.
Hello? Okay. Good evening. Good morning, everyone. So, my name is Dione Kong. Next. Okay. Next. I'm a children's book illustrator, comics creator, and a mom of 5 cats. So, speaking of everyday comics, let's focus on the beauty in the mundane. So before I created my own comics, I am fond of reading other works of comic creators about their simple and daily life. This is a page from my book, My Ghost, Where'd You Go? Here. I like this because it captures a glimpse of the everyday life or travel of the ghost. So this is where the ghost is just playing on the swings, but nobody can see him. Okay, so now um, let's, oh, sorry. Let's go. Sorry. I want to show you about how I sketch a moment in everyday. This is from this is an experience that when I was commuting to work, I took a train, and then for the first panel, I was sleeping on a train, and then I felt something strange. Something was crawling, and then when I opened my eyes, I saw a dark spot or figure on my leg. So I quickly jumped and tossed around my legs. So, however, the the s- the creepy crawler suddenly vanished. Actually, I didn't know where it went. So I found this. I drew this because I think it was a creepy moment for me because um, there's a hanging thought that if the creepy crawler was real or not. And so I think it was really a creepy and funny moment in a train. I also want to show you that sometimes I also do comics about invented realities. It can be it it based on what happened to me, and however I kind of added some invented characters into it. So let's read the first panel. So we can see two characters. It says the other one said, "Look, the end of the tunnel." And then we can see these weird two creatures. The other one has a bandage. The other one has the walking stick. Like they have traveled so far. They have experienced a lot in the tunnel. And the other one said, what's that? And then they run. Run! There's a cotton ball. Next, we can see that it's just a kid, and his ear is getting itchy. So he was just cleaning his ears. So I'm really fond of having um, invented characters based on what I experience. And I also this is also my usual process. Usually I set up the situation first and the location. So in this case, this is where we can see that they're in a tunnel, and it looks like they really like to escape the tunnel. And then for the next panel, what is the problem of the characters in the story? So in this case, they saw something in front of them, and then what did the characters do? What are their course of action for the incoming danger or obstacles in their adventure? And then I will add a little punchline. So it will turn out very differently at the end. So usually we can also sketch the moment through invented realities like this. I also like to read some diary comics. For me, it's very raw and it captures the emotions of the artist. So I like to show you some comics one panel comics that I did during the pandemic. So a diary comics is just one panel a day of your experience of or a highlight of your day during a course of a timeline or a month. So actually, this is so day one. This is where the news. This is where they said that it will have a Metro Manila lockdown. So this is what I felt when I was watching the news while drinking coffee inside the home. So I kind of feel terrible, but at the same time anxious. And then just a simple day two, I went to the bank to pay the bills, and everyone has masks on. And then for the day three, we celebrated my mom's birthday at home. So because the restaurants are closed, I just bought a cake and actually a banoffee pie, and we just celebrated at home. And then day four, I'm really feeling I'm terrible and anxious, so I find myself pulling my hair. And then we also have a cat that we're taking care of. So I just drew him. His name is Aslan. And then I just inserted a thought that about productivity and wherein we can focus it. The next day, my body feels sore and I got mild diarrhea, and I'm hoping that that is nothing. For the next day, I had cramps. Next day, observing the neighborhood, and the big leaves are showing in front of our apartment. So the plants are growing wildly. And then we exercise in pajamas at home. And also the next day, there's a fruit vendor, a father and a son, just in front of our gate. So we bought some watermelons from them. So I like drawing some diary comics because it's making me feel the moment, or being aware of what's happening in the surroundings, and also it just letting it loose and the emotion and letting my emotions out through drawing. So I also want to share, why do we create daily comics? So for me, it can be remembering the moment. It's a great way to let loose, express, and document realities. You can slow down and organize your thoughts. It's also fast to create. It doesn't need to be clean and tidy. You just draw your hearts out. You can draw your feelings, express your emotions. However, unless you're a perfectionist, and people actually will relate. Whatever situation that you're in, stories resonate with people around you. So you can also invent some what ifs. Maybe draw something that you want to happen, or some imagined realities. Thank you. You can check out my book. This is my book, My Ghost Where'd You Go? Thank you.
Thank you, Dion. We will now move on to Manix.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning, everyone. Congrats, Dion. Dion. It's very beautiful. Congrats. Ever since a kid, I always wanted to be an artist because my father was a political cartoonist. So as a kid, I always watched him drawing. So I always wanted to be an artist. So when I grew up, I was really really happy when I got accepted in the College of Fine Arts program in University of the Philippines. So I was really really happy. And you know what I found out? I discovered artists are really weird. Really really weird. So when I was in first year college, hello to all my artist friends here, especially my batchmates. In UP, it was really weird because back then, this was around 1999. Artists always wore black, you know. Artists always had long hair and always had goatees. So my goal was to have a goatee. So I shaved my chin every day to have a goatee. There, so that's the artist look of the 90s. Yeah, okay, the mic. And then I once had a classmate. His name is Niggs. All of us artists were afraid of him because all artists are always quiet. We didn't laugh. We always thought about our art. We were really focused, and we didn't take a bath because you're a real artist if you don't take a bath because you're you don't have time for those menial things. So we didn't take a bath. We were all smelly. That's our batch. We had one classmate. His name is Niggs. I discovered that he was. He told me that he was a Satanist. He sumasamba. He worshipped the devil. Yeah. So every day he worshipped the devil. But one day, while he was worshiping the Prince of Darkness, he had these black candles in his room. One black candle floated in the air, and it went right here to his face. He wasn't doing drugs. He wasn't drinking. The candle really floated and went to his face. And he was so scared, so the next morning he joined Youth for Christ. So he had a big crucifix every day. So it made him really scary. So that's my kind of classmates back then in the 90s. That's that's what inspired me to do comics because wow, these people are real. These are really weird, and someone has to document these kind of stories. So that's what inspired me to make comics. So I've been doing those kind of stories now for about 25 years. And one of my comics is News Hardcore. It's a web comic in the Philippines. It went out in GMA News Online. Oh, it's not working. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Oh, there we go. There. So I always I show daily lives, but I exaggerate it. So do you know the term beast mode? If you're really angry, so I exaggerated. So presenting beast modes. So this is beast mode, and level 2 we have beaster mode. Level 3 we have beastest mode, and here is the scorned beast mode. And here is the mother of the beast mode. Here's you haven't eaten yet and you're beast mode already. And here is your beast mode and your loved one left you. And here is why is everyone so stupid beast mode. And here is nothing more to lose beast mode. And here is it's everything else and then your beast mode there. So this is the beast modes in the workplace. So next, in the Philippines, we have a lot of very artistic walk bridges. We have bridges that are not finished. You have to cross this bridge, and you'll discover, it's not done yet. So you'll go down again, and you have to cross the highway. You have to do patintero with the trucks and the buses. And I exaggerated these really, really funny bridges. We also have a bridge that's, it's called Stairway to Heaven. Because it's really, 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 really high. It's super high. It's like a mountain. because it has to go over we have a train, it's the MRT. You have to go over the train. So it's really high. It's like a building. And then you have to go down again. So people just don't use that bridge. So we have lots of those kinds of bridges. And so I imagined other footbridges in the Philippines in the future. So, mga footbridge pa sa future. Yay! Pain, torture, dispiritedness. So I imagine this footbridge, the impossible footbridge. So it's like an optical illusion. You don't know where you're going. So this is a real footbridge in the Philippines. I call this the wormhole footbridge. So there's a footbridge, and then there's a portal here because there's a train coming through. So you have so you just have to have faith, you know. But in reality, this footbridge really exists. You have to go up. There's a footbridge, and then there's a train. Okay, so you have to go like that, and then you go. This is a real footbridge. We have pictures. You can Google it. And this next one is the Snake Road footbridge. It's a play from the Dragon Ball. There's a Snake Road. It's a never-ending road. So there's a Snake Road footbridge. You cross it, you don't know where you'll go down. It's over there on the sunset. And the next one is the Palo Seco footbridge. It's not done yet, so you have to climb through the pole. And next is the art footbridge. It's an idea. It's in the idea realm. It's always out of order. The escalator's out of order. The elevator's out of order. The stairs is out of order. So it's just an artwork. It's postmodern art. Next, I made the career paths. You know, after graduation, you have to choose your career path. So I made the career paths in reality. So you have a straight career path, but in reality you have the labo-labo. It's called abstract career path. You don't know where you will go. And then there's a career path that's a cliff. You will fall. And the career path that's a 90-degree incline. And there's a career path that's always puro stepping stones. And this is my favorite, the Mobius strip career path. There's a wormhole, there's a tightrope, there's a labyrinth career path, and this is one of my favorites also, the invisible. And you can't see your career path. You just have faith again. That's why we Filipinos, we're always prayerful, and we have a lot of faith. Oh, and this is a real story too, because in the Philippines, in the provinces, almost all of us, our houses are really big, you know. We have fields. Back in the provinces, we have lots of food. But in the city, our houses are really, really small. And so I made comics out of this. She's waking up. Oh, it's already afternoon, but it's okay. And then her mom is calling her, daughter, we're here at the other wing, okay? And then they're eating lobster. And then she's walking at the field. She's just singing. Then she's swimming at the lake. And then she says goodbye now to her family. And then when she's here in the city, she's only eating cup noodles, and she has a lot of roommates, and they only have one bathroom, you know. Oh, this is about red tape. I won't read this because it's really long. It's hard to just. You can Google translate it later. Oh, so this really happened to me. I was a freelance artist, and it's really hard to get the check in the in the corporate office. So this is a real story, but I exaggerated it. So this is a girl. Hi, I'm the freelancer. I'm asking if the check is available. Oh, do you have a receipt? You need an official receipt. Oh, okay. Then Tuesday, hello, I have my receipt. I have I have my receipt already. Can I claim my check? Oh, do you have your IDs? We need two valid IDs, and you have to photocopy them. Oh, okay. Then Wednesday, hello, I have my receipts. I have my photocopies. Oh, the releasing of checks is 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. only. And then she comes back again on Thursday. It's the day off. Friday, hello, I brought everything again. Oh, Mondays only. Releasing of checks is for Mondays only. And when she comes to Monday, hello, I'm going to claim my check. Oh, you need to get a certification. She gets angry. You should tell everything all at once. Oh no, we have a sacred code. We have to give one info a day only. Oh, and this in the office we have this HR, the human relations officer. She's always angry with the employees who uses the office printer to print projects of his children. So she slices the employee. And she gets angry if you make the aircon really cold. She gets angry if you charge your phone in the office. She gets angry if you you use proxy servers to go to different sites. And you're speaking ill of our beloved office. She slices off the tongue of the employee. It's really violent, but I'm really happy that my style is cute, so it can, so they don't care. You can be violent, but you just have to be cute. So, you're always getting water from the dispenser. Shh. And then, you said you're sick leave, but you're on a date. This, hey, you said your 3-minute CR break is over. So she slices the penis. and yeah, just Google again. Google Translate it. And this is the last trip. This is imagination of the employee. She wakes up. Oh, hello, mademoiselle. Your breakfast is ready. Oh, s'il vous plaît, Juliette. Wow. And, ma'am, your boss is calling. Are you going to work? Oh, no, I'm not going to work. Actually, I'm the boss, like that. And, your suitor number 8 is already here. Oh, fish posh. Let him go. I want to relax. And then, I like to have merienda in France. Let's go to France, like that. And she, oh my gosh, my money is falling. Oh, it's okay. That's dirty money already. Don't pick it up. And we discover here that she's just imagining these things. Yeah. So these are the things that I make it really funny, but there's a really deep message in my comics. So I always make it cute and funny, and so people will laugh. But later on, you will think that, oh, I think I can relate, and I think something's wrong, and there's something we could do about it. How to correct all of these things in society. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dion and Manix. We now open the floor for any questions. If not, I will start. I noticed that both of your styles, no, they're quite different, but a lot of it has to do also with your personal. How much of it gets into your work? And my second question is also about humor. Because I think Dion also you have a little bit of humor also, right? Like you find something funny in the everyday, and both your works also in part discuss the quotidian, our daily lives, no, and sometimes the mundane, right? Okay, so I just want to ask that, like, how much of your personal really trickles down into your work? Do you do your own drawings also? Yeah.
Yes. I actually start in creating comics through writing what's on my head. So it started with a thought, and then I drew it based on what happened or what I was feeling. So I in based on what happened, actually, I just drew what really happened, and I'm I don't usually keep um I don't usually keep other details. I don't usually elaborate other more details, but just the thought and the experience and the feeling.
Thank you. That's a really hard question, but actually, I'm sometimes I'm kind of introverted, but sometimes I also it's like when I'm drawing, I like to be alone. I like it quiet, and especially when I'm thinking about the story. But when I'm drawing, it's okay if it's noisy already. And but I don't know. Maybe it's there's a certain weirdness, in our hearts that we have to show to the world. Yeah.
And what's amazing is that both of you actually do the illustration and the story as well, right? So I think that's your that's two separate skills, in fact. So I think that's really impressive. And I like what you said about making it cute, right? So that it will be relatable, even though it's violent. And Dion, do you also have that consideration when you draw, right? Do you also make the characters cute?
Yeah, I think it helps lower down the level of emotion. It helps to lower down the level of seriousness and or the violence, the drama. Yeah.
In college, we were really, activists. Ibagsak. This is really wrong. Kill them, like that. So, I realized that all my hardcore activist classmates were like that. Kill them, burn them all, crucify them. So you get really off. But if you make it funny, you make the message funny. Like if this president you're really angry with this, for example, president, and you put a humorous twist in this, it makes it more digestible. I think it's not people won't get off. Yeah, it's easier if you make them laugh first, and then they'll think. Makes the message more power. It's the power of subtlety.
Thank you very much, Manix and Dion. We have a question from Candy Gurley.
Not so hard, please.
Okay, I will ask a very hard question. Pwedeng no, never mind.
Yes,
I'll
yes,
try to
Tagalog.
speak it in English. First of all, I love your drawings, both of you. It's so good and it's so fresh and different and amazing. And I've outgrown na kasi the Marvel comics, so this is where I want to be now. My question is, the underlying story of your comics are very hard and they're about realities in the Philippines. And what is the reaction? Anong reaction ng mga readers? What is the reaction of your readership? And how do you think will an international readership, yung mga people from out elsewhere, react to it? I think they will love it and they'll find it funny. But how do you adjust to that?
That's a really hard question. So Dion will answer first.
Put me on the spot. Wait. How the international readers will adjust to our comics, to your story, to our stories.
I think how they will connect
They
to
will
your
connect.
stories, how the international audience will connect to your stories.
Okay. Yeah, I think when they read the stories, um I think they will instantly relate to it in every experience, because I think we can it's a shared experience. When people read it, they will also feel what happened, they will see what's going on. So I think they can relate to it. To to explain about Philippines. I think it's they can just read it and check whatever they feel like. I think they can just um ano ba? Paano ba?
I think in certain like the footbridge. I think it's better if you give a certain
Okay.
background there, yeah, because especially in the first world countries, But we realize that we have the same problems and we have the same struggles, just different levels. But there's always a connection. There's always the ruling class and the oppressed and the and some of us here in the middle that are getting naiipit.
I think I particularly Dion's work. No, there's a universality, I think, to the experience that we are, regardless of where we live, we sort of can connect. And Manix, I can relate to the bureaucracy, the frustration of having to come back every day, bring your ID. It's a very frustrating experience, and I think it's what makes it also quite funny because we can relate to this kind of frustration and sometimes anger, right? So we have another question.
Hello. Hi. I'm yes. Hi. I just have a question because I'm actually a Filipina from the diaspora.
Hello.
So it's really great that you're here, first of all. And second, yes, I think also there's a lot of parts that are universal that you speak about, like I like the beast. Like my husband actually, she's like, that's your mode, right? The hungry beast mode thing. That was me, which was good. But then you also have these really nice, where you said, well, you probably need cultural background a little, but it's also nice for us to see, that's how they, and a perception of the Philippines that we don't have because we did not grow up there, but we've heard of it from our family. So it's really cool to see it that, and when you say, you can always Google it, right? But yes, I was thinking how hard is it for you to get onto the international stage as a comic artist? Because I bet it's hard. There's so many, you have Marvel, you have all that, but then you're a different kind of comics. But is it hard for you? And would you describe yourself like I don't know, as a cultural comic writer? Or don't you think about it because you're Filipino and you're doing the comics in the Philippines?
Oh,
Did that make sense?
thank you so much.
Yes, yeah.
All your questions are really hard, huh?
Yeah.
So,
There are a lot. I just
Yeah.
noticed. I'm sorry. You can just pick one.
we just pray a lot. Lord help us, make it big and no, but seriously, it's also really hard because because first of we use Tagalog, especially like me. I use in my comic strips. My main language is Taglish, Tagalog English, Filipino English. But I realized that I wanted to enter also the international scene, so I made a wordless comic strip. Wordless comics, I made a comics without using any words, just pure visuals, and I told the stories of mananangals, capres, and just to just uh, just to try it, and I think it. I think people liked it. I hope. Yeah. I pray again. I pray.
Do we have, yes, one more question?
Hi, Manix.
Kasi avid.
Since both of you, your work is very personal and inspired by daily life, and have any of you gotten into trouble with people recognizing themselves in your jokes?
Yes, of course. But I tell them, but look, you're so cute. So you're friends again.
Yeah. Hello. I would like to just thank you very much, Manix Abrera, because the Kiko machine for a former student of UP is really a way to prolong student years forever because you don't stop creating them. And I just I dare say that now because we were able to talk about it, that I'm sometimes asked to do workshops on Tagalog or Filipino for Tagalog speaks, just to show them a bit the language. And it's very good to work with some examples of your strips, because there's a lot of Taglish and Spanish words. So actually, even if there are words, I could just name about 10 words and give provide translations into German, and then people can actually try to read it. And they realize something about the language, and they find it very funny, and they really love the style. Oh.
Thank you. Thank you.
One more question. Yeah.
Hello po. Maybe the answer was already said. Kaya lang I didn't hear kasi I'm also here po. Is it difficult finding a publisher for cartoons or comics? Because I understand that in recent years or in recent time, comics have been gaining popularity. Also, getting up to the level of books. But is it still very hard to find publishers po?
I think now it's not hard anymore. Yeah. There are a lot of publishers, even in the Philippines, that embrace comics.
Thank you po.
Actually, I actually in my Ghost Where'd You Go, the book that I printed out, I just published it myself, and when a publisher actually saw the printed copy, they took the book and they tried to they invited me to publish the book. So I think letting your works out helps to show the publishers that you can have stories and that they can publish.
Thank you po.
Any questions? I have another question actually about the role of your work in particular as a cultural, social, and educational tool. Have you worked with, for example, in that sense, like how can it be a tool for, to teach Filipino culture, and how can it be used for educational purposes and also socially, right?
Actually, I had some clients that asked for comics about instructional materials. So the comics medium is actually easy to read and easy to follow. So actually, it helps the readers or the audience follow instructions and follow.
Some students email me that they tell me that they will use my Kiko Machine comic strips for their thesis, and say, and I and it really makes me happy because they can use it. And sometimes even like in the Philippines, there's lots of fake news and lots of these issues. So one company asked me to make comic strips about fake news. So I made a comic strip. It's entitled "Social Media of Hell." So I made there's this department in hell that they make the fake news. so they're like journalists. So they're really giddy, they're happy. They think of clickbaits to use. So I just twist the realities, the social issues, and make it funny so the people will think about the issues.
I noticed that about your work. It also deals with corporate life, right? And the travails of everyday corporate life. Yeah. So do you have any other questions, comments? If not, then I would like to thank our speakers, Manix Abrera and Dione Kong.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And it's a privilege to share the stage with our accomplished authors.